Meet Katy Calderon, a rising star in Virginia with Salvadoran roots, who's graced audiences of all sizes with her mesmerizing voice, boasting a powerful range in both English and Spanish. Stick around for an unforgettable performance by Katy, recorded specially for the Carambadas community. Share this video with your friends and family and follow Katy for a list of upcoming performances where you can experience her voice live. Don't forget to like and let us know your thoughts about Katy in the comments below.
We have Katy Calderon tonight, and we're very excited about this episode. She's got a lot of talent. She's got some YouTube videos. She's traveled to El Salvador and performed and recorded with professional groups from El Salvador. They've actually traveled up here in the recent past.
Recently, yeah.
Grupo Sierreño.
Fuerza Mayor.
Fuerza Mayor.
Yep.
Yeah, they're really good, and I've checked them out. They're really good. So check them out when you get a chance, and check out her single. One thing I really admire about Katy is her humility. She's big time. She's doing all right for her age, and she's very talented. But she's very, very humble. She's not the person who's going to boast, walk around talking about how important she is, or the type of big shot that she is. She lets the music do the talking. She puts that mic in front of her, and it's a totally different story. She does the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, and she does the one for El Salvador too. And she does a heck of a job. I've heard her do both of them back to back. She'll do one, and then there's a pause, and then she'll go to the next one at the Festival Salvadoreño, and it's impressive. You have to hear it. You have to hear it to believe what I'm talking about. I know a little bit of music, enough to hear good talent when I hear it, and I definitely appreciate what Katy. So welcome to the show, Katy.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited.
Thank you, Katy, for being with us today. We're very excited to have you and want to hear your story about how you've become a singer. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about your childhood, any influences that you've had, or your mom or your dad, did they influence your music or your pursuit to be a singer?
Mm-hmm. Well, born and raised in Richmond, mm-hmm. I definitely think it's something that I just had in my blood. Yes. They have always, both my mom and my dad, they've been the biggest supporters I've ever had. Like, my biggest supporters, always. But I think one of the biggest influences when I was little mm-hmm. is, I don't know if you guys know of the musical group RBD.
Oh, yeah. I love them. Yeah, they were just touring recently, I think.
Yes, and I went to their concert, cried, everything. It was awesome. So emotional, so exciting for me, because I guess that's just how, I guess where my parents saw that I had that in me, because mm-hmm. We had these DVDs and they would just be playing on the TV, and I would just stand there looking at them, singing along, dancing, learned all their choreography, everything. Awesome. Yeah, so it's just started since there, and then at all the parties, they'd be like, Katy que cante, Katy que cante. And then I guess that's where I started gaining the courage, and then just started pursuing it more and more.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's great. No, that's a really big group. Victor and I connected a long time ago with that, so it brings mm-hmm. back great memories mm-hmm. for that music. So I can see that being a great influence for you. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure you've been singing since you were probably before then. When you were little, did you have certain songs that you liked growing up, or certain events? Did you do anything like a choir or anything when you were little?
So during middle school, I was always in choir. Then all through high school, I was in the school choir. I made it to district a couple of times. Awesome. And then also in church. Yes, and desde chiquita, I was in the church choir, and that's where I got to get to know a lot of other, I guess, like small groups. Mm-hmm. And then they would be like, hey, can you come sing with us? And then I joined them and all of that. So it's just always been like in that area, I guess.
Yes, mm-hmm. That's awesome. It's a good exposure to show your love for music.
Yeah.
Did you sing at your high school graduation?
I did sing at my high school graduation. I did. I sang the alma mater. They asked me to sing it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, of course, I'd love to." I feel like it's one of like the biggest audiences that I've sung. They also asked me to sing national anthems a long time, the Star Spangled Banner, a couple times. So I did that.
Are there any other musical talents in your family? Does your mom or dad or cousins or anyone in specific that have talent that maybe influenced you also?
Yeah, so my mom and my dad, they both love music. They both sing. They're very good at singing. Also, from both my mom and my dad's side, they know a bit of instruments. I know from my mom's side, my uncle, he plays the guitar. A couple of my uncles, they play the guitar. They sing as well. They have their little musical group back in El Salvador.
Oh, nice.
And then from my dad's side as well, he sings. He knows a little bit of guitar.
Awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, those influences, definitely came from there.
Yeah, it gives you that impression from a very young age, so that's wonderful. So you probably have karaoke night a lot at your house then.
Oh yeah, always. All the family parties, yeah.
That's awesome.
And then karaoke nights started, and like I said, like at all the parties, they're like, "Que cante." Well, there I was.
You have an incredible voice. I can't wait for you to share
thank
with
you.
everyone. So yes, we can attest to all of the singing we've heard you've done in the past, and you have a great range, so we're excited to hear it, to show everybody your talent.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we've seen you perform at the Multicultural Festival. We've seen you at the Salvadoran Festival. Yes. I didn't attend, but you were at the Science Museum, I think, or something for Radio Poder. I think you were doing something for them. I think you did the national anthem. You've been to so many events, you probably forgot.
No, I was at the VMFA.
VMFA, okay. That's probably what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, also I did the Igno.
Yeah. Another question I have is, as a rising artist, where have some of your biggest challenges been, and how do you see overcoming anything if you're still working on a certain challenge?
I think one of the biggest challenges has been dealing with my anxiety, because I feel like that was one of my biggest setbacks, because, I was singing in church, I was, getting there, and then during the COVID season, I had a huge anxiety, I guess breakdown, and I just stopped. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, I can't. And then I started going to therapy, this and that, and well, now I'm back.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's just dealing with all the, I guess, the negative feedback of people, and thinking, oh, are they going to like this? So am I good enough? It's definitely another big challenge that I've gone through.
There's a lot of, we can be our worst enemy sometimes, and second guessing ourselves, and 2020 I didn't think it helped that at all. I think being enclosed and all this, I guess, extra free time definitely brought along a lot of mental issues that people have dealt with within themselves. So definitely. I can relate with certain anxiety and stuff. So So that's great. I'm glad that you've overcame that, and you're facing it, and you knew how to address it, which is great. You went and seeked help, so that's very important.
Definitely. Again, help with my parents. Yes. They're like, no, you need to get through this. We'll take you to therapy or everything. And
that's amazing. Yeah. To have that support system is great, because doing anything alone is very hard. So to have any support system is wonderful. So that's great. It's great that you have good managers.
Yes, good managers. Yes, my manager.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
If you guys hear a cat in the background while we're interviewing Katy, she insisted on bringing her cat to the interview. So we're very flexible. We said, you know what, bring a cat, bring your tiger, lion, whatever you have. So she brought her cat. So
I'll bring the tiger next time, so you guys can meet him.
Yes, indeed. How do you see your career evolving in music or in singing? Do you want to write your own music? Do you hope to just put out your own music in a specific genre? How do you see your music evolving?
Definitely right now, I feel like it is going through with, I guess, some of my own music. It's definitely taking a little, I guess you could say a little break, just because I'm in school and I want to focus a little bit more on that. But hopefully at the end of this year, or at the end, or the start of the next year, I will have some of my own music start to come out, and just start to, try and seek some more opportunities. Open, go knocking on doors, see what will happen, and hopefully something will come out of it.
Yeah, well, definitely. I think it won't take long for someone to recognize. I mean, the talent is there and the passion and the confidence too is there. So it's going to be great. It's going to take off.
Is there a certain language you want to focus on? Because we've heard your Spanish, and I mean it's phenomenal. Do you intend to stick with that, or do you want to do some kind of hybrid approach, or do a crossover right off the bat and just go English?
I definitely want to stick to Spanish. Obviously, I would like to dig into English just a little bit, maybe even like a Spanglish song. I don't know, we'll see. But sticking to Spanish more like mariachi ranchero type genre. Yeah.
I think America's ready, in my opinion, if anybody cares, is I think America's ready for that, both the Spanglish, and I'm starting to hear that in some of the pop songs, but I think it'd be a neat journey to embark in and set that path, set that trend, creating songs that appeal to the bilingual audience. I think there's enough of us now to have an audience that will invest and spend the money on that music. I buy the album. I buy the album or the cassette.
The 8-track.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There are a lot of more pop artists that are definitely coming out with that type of bilingual aspect.
I heard a Christmas song, I think it was this year or last year, and it was mariachi sound. I can't remember the name of the artist, but she was singing in English.
Jose Feliciano, Feliz Navidad.
No. Before, after him. I forget who it was, but yeah, I think that crossover is going to happen. So yeah.
So do you carry a notebook with you wherever you go? Are you writing on the go? Or is this something that you have reserved for a future time?
Actually, it's just on the go. Like sometimes a little melody will pop into my head and I'm like, oh, that sounds good. So I'll just like record it on my phone so I don't forget it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and then I do have like all my lyrics on my phone.
How big is your collection?
It's not that big. It's I guess about 3-4 songs, and then I just keep adding to it, and just.
I think you're ready to launch your next single.
Yeah, definitely. I do have a couple singles that I could potentially launch soon, but
awesome.
We'll see.
Can't wait to hear them.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Do you have a music producer in mind? Someone that can help you put that in on tracks?
I do, yes. Actually, the producer that helped me with my previous videos, the covers, he is such an amazing producer in El Salvador. Very, very good. So I have to travel back again. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe there's some opportunities here.
Can you share a memorable moment that you've had so far since you've been singing most of your life? Is there some experience or something in your life singing-wise that stands out that you can share with us?
There's definitely a lot of memorable moments, but I think the one that I won't forget is that first time that I went into, like, I guess the little studio where I recorded, I guess, professionally for the first time. It's such a different experience, and I was so nervous. Like when they played back like the first recording, my voice was shaky. It was so bad, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, is that how nervous I am? But yeah, I think that one definitely one of the most memorable.
Yeah, it's a different experience because you're used to an audience, and even not having that audience there, I think mentally you're thinking of it in a different way. Yeah. I felt the same way about this. I thought, okay, it's not going to be so bad. There's no people here, but you overthink it, and then you're just like, oh,
I feel like it's just so. Like it's just so private. Like if you're just there, and it's like you can hear everything. Like it's just so personal.
Yes,
it's very, very personal.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, this is not personal. We're pretty much a big deal. All 105 subscribers are going to be checking me out.
Yes, they are. No, I love that.
Yeah, we're working our way up there. I feel like every episode we've done, we've gained a couple new subscribers, and it's neat. Yeah. It's neat to be at a point where now it's not just family. Now it's someone out there is interested in the content that we're putting out. Thanks to folks like you who come by and share their experiences with the audience. Motivate somebody out there who wants to do what you're doing, but is afraid to take that first step. What would you recommend?
don't be scared. Like, we live in such a different world now, such a different, I guess, generation, where you shouldn't be scared of like knocking on doors, seeing if they'll open up. You know, put your videos out there, go and do what you love, because I mean, it's just one life. You have to go for it. You have to just go, and you can't think back. Like, you can't think now, like, oh, what if I had done it? What would have happened? You know, because that's just not going to help. So go for it. Do what you love, and it'll definitely go in your favor. With passion, it'll definitely go in your favor. I mean, passion, talent.
That's a great advice to give, because so many people will think, oh, I want the perfect moment, the perfect equipment, perfect setup, and never do anything. But if you just start, just go, hit record. Yeah, that's sometimes the hardest thing, but once you do it, it opens up, like you said, so many doors and opportunities.
And that's something that I've learned now. Like, I don't know in what event or in what like small restaurant a like producer will be, and like he'll hear me and he'll be like, I want to record you. Like, you just never know. Exactly. So you just have to go for it and see what happens. Exactly. Let God take the lead.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
What exciting events do you have coming up in 2024?
Coming up soon, I'm gonna be in a Quinceañera Expo. So.
Oh, great. We'll see you there.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love that. Yes. So yeah, I'll be there with Willie Cruz, Studio 1R. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll be there. Also be modeling some dresses for you guys. So hope to see you all there.
Yeah. So you'll be performing. What will you be performing?
So I'll probably be performing more English music, I guess, music that I could be saying like for the quinceañera, like while she's dancing the vals. Probably some of my rancheras as well, just to, you know, put that out there, because that's what I want to focus on. So. Mm-hmm.
So you'd be open to doing quinceañeras as well. I mean, you're going to the expo. You're promoting your services.
Yes.
And you'd be open to being hired to sing at a quinceañera. That'd be great.
Yeah. And that's like why I'm willing, you know, to expose myself. That I'm open to do that. And I have done quinceañeras in the past, like in the mass, also in the parties, you know.
No, it's nice to see that evolving, because that would be a dream come true when I turned 15. I don't want to say how long ago, but it's been a while. But it's nice to see that evolving, that can be offered, because, I mean, it's like you said, the waltz is everything. It's like so traditional, but it's nice to see that it's breaking from that and adding more a personal touch.
So how do folks get a hold of you if they want to hire you, if they want to listen to your talent online? Where can folks find you?
On social media, they can find me on Facebook, Instagram, more Facebook, TikTok as well. But yeah, they can find me on there, can message me on there if they like to hire me. If they like to listen to some music, YouTube, Spotify, as Katy Calderon. It'd be Katy Calderon. It'd be there.
Great. Mm-hmm. And we'll definitely post this stuff on the description. Do you guys have questions for Katy Calderon? If you do, by all means, we're not live streaming, but if you ask them, she'll be monitoring this episode and she'll gladly respond to any questions you have. So comment up, leave a question, words of encouragement, anything that you want to share. Go ahead and drop it in the comment section, and we'll let her know if there's something that requires her attention. But I'm sure she'll be checking too.
I will, yes. Yeah. I'll be checking, yeah. If there's any questions there, I'll answer them.
Good. That's how you get to stardom. You don't forget about the little people that put you there.
Yeah. How do you feel about the social media platforms that are out there now and showing your work? How do you feel that that's helped you show more of your talent to the world?
It definitely has helped me. I mean, that's where I gain most of my following. Like, there'll be some times where I'm just out eating, or there's been times where I've gone to the beach and like I receive this message, or they come up to me, they're like, "You're this person, you sing so well." And I'm like, yes, I am. You know, it just feels so crazy to me that somebody that I've never met, they know like what I do and who I am. It's like, wow. So it's definitely helped me in that aspect. I definitely need to work on it. I feel like I do need to work on it, posting more, being more, I guess, up to date with it. But yeah, Absolutely.
That's great. Yeah, it's definitely a wider reach. Like I was mentioning earlier, that the technology has evolved so much. So it's a big net that you're casting out to the world, showing who you are and your talents, and being able to share that so much easier now.
Yeah.
So it's great. So yeah, keep doing it. Keep adding videos and make yourself a goal, like maybe once a month, and just keep going and go for it.
Yeah, thank you. I will.
Did you mention YouTube as one of your platforms?
Yes, for music videos, yes.
Okay. And you have your own channel, or are you in someone else's channel?
My own channel, yes.
Oh, that's great. That's great. We're going to have to publish that one too and follow you.
Yes.
You mentioned that you're in school, so you're not fully singing. You're actually studying and pursuing a different career, an alternate path. What is it?
It is, so I'm studying human services, and I would like to take that focus on either social work or counseling, but focusing on Hispanic families, Hispanic children, children that suffer with anxiety, depression, because I feel like in our culture, it is very looked down upon. Like it makes you seem like you're crazy or like it doesn't exist. And I really think that we should change that because...
I think it's empacho. They just need una sobadora and they'll be okay.
Un mal de ojo.
Yeah, un mal de ojo de la noche. Están empachados. So if you learn how to do this number right here, this masajes, I think
that'll be cute.
Yeah, no. That's great that you're focused on that, because there's a negative stigma behind that in our culture. It's like, oh, just get over it and drink water and move on. But
exactly.
But no, we should definitely recognize the problem and be more open to therapy and alternative ways to deal with your problems. And there's so many problems out there that people have. So that's great that you're pursuing education in that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, something I'm also very passionate about. I would love to go something that I've always, since I went to El Salvador for the first time, I've always thought about, going back and doing something in the future, helping out. I saw a lot of kids that just, I guess they need that extra help, like an orphanage or something, because it's just heartbreaking seeing how some families live over there, and I would definitely like to go and help out on that. So that is something I do have planned for the future.
So, no, that's great. So when are you going back?
Right now it'd probably be in about a year. So I recently came back. I was there in December. I loved it. Spent some time with the family. Yeah. But yeah, probably in about another year.
What do you enjoy most about performing or performing live?
It definitely is expressing. I guess in that moment I express how I feel with the song. It's always something I've loved. I've always tried my best to just put all my feelings out there, and just, I guess the faces I see in everybody when they're looking at me, I'm like, wow, it's a nice feeling,
Yeah,
being able to do that.
I can't imagine. I have a lot of nerves. Like public speaking is very hard for me. So you have a lot of guts, and that's great. And you have the talent, and you have the confidence. So it's definitely training yourself, and that's great.
And it's weird because if I'm in a whole room full of people, I will sit in the corner and not talk. That's how I am. I'm very shy. I'm not super outgoing. But once you start talking to me and everything, I'm very friendly. Many people have told me, they're like, you look so serious, so shy. Like, you don't talk. You always look so mean. And I'm like, no, it's just how I am. But I'm very friendly. So.
You're very focused then at the moment. So you mentioned that RBD is one of your musical influences. Do you have others that you can speak about that influenced you maybe when you were younger or now?
Jenny Rivera is also another one. I think I sent you.
God rest her soul.
Yeah, it was devastating the way that she passed away, but she's definitely another influence. I've been singing her songs since I was little in all the parties as karaoke, so yeah.
Nice, yeah, she's got great music.
Yeah.
So, performance, you mentioned already you're performing at the Quinceañera Expo. Is there another performance that you have lined up or you hope to get lined up after that?
Right now, no. Just small parties that they've asked me to go sing for, weddings, quinceañeras, but big public events, not yet.
Not yet, okay.
But hopefully.
Can you give us the information to those private quinceañeras so we can crash?
Let me look at them. Look them up real quick.
We'll put the quinceañera dates and the addresses on the description.
Yeah.
So
I'll see y'all there.
Poor families will never want to hire you again.
Oh, they should make a movie about that instead of Wedding Crashers, Quinceañera Crashers.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what? We should have a whole channel, YouTube channel, Quinceañera Crashers.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, man, who are these two old people showing up to all the quinceañeras?
Oh my gosh, that's so good. And each time you bring a new guest, like to the quinceañera. Oh my God, that's so good.
Do you have, besides música de norteña or rancheras, is there another genre that you'd be interested in dabbling with also?
Honestly, anything. I would like to dabble a little into cumbias, just because, add a little bit of our culture in there. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a big influence in El Salvador.
Yeah, and be open to anything. Yeah.
I'd appreciate it more with Victor now.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
If I cut myself, cumbia will come out. Yeah, that's how much.
Salvadoreño.
Yeah,
I'll
there you
start
go.
playing.
See, now you're talking. El sombrero azul comes out. Thank you so much for responding when we reached out to you about having you on the show. I was hoping that you weren't in Hollywood enough already that we could still have you on our channel. Have you been on other interviews that we should point to and have folks check you out in a different interview as well?
There was an interview, I think it was with Radio Poder.
Okay, yep.
So I was on an interview with them. I was also in an interview with my manager, somewhere over there. Yeah, she was in that interview as well with me.
I saw that one, now that you refreshed my memory.
Yes.
They're on Facebook, I think, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
on Facebook.
I'm going to have to dig it up and find it and be friends with Radio Poder and check them out. They do great interviews. They used to do them Thursday nights, but I think they recently swapped to Tuesday nights.
I do,
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely check them out. Yeah, that's the only other one, but hopefully more in the future.
Hopefully you can come back to Carambadas often.
I would love that.
We want to make a series and keep inspiring the community out there. We're trying to raise awareness of such great talent that we have within our community.
Nice. Yeah.
And any extra exposure, I think, also helps.
It does, yeah. I love that. And I love that you guys are doing this, putting everyone out there, giving them that opportunity to express what they're doing, their dreams and everything. I love that. I love that. And I would definitely come back.
Yes.
Definitely. I would love that.
Pienso que no son tan inútiles las noches que te di. Te marchas y que yo no intento discutírtelo, lo sabes y lo sé. Al menos quédate solo esta noche. Prometo no tocarte, ¿estás segura? Hay veces que me voy sintiendo solo, porque conozco esa sonrisa tan definitiva. Tu sonrisa que a mí mismo me abrió tu paraíso. Se dice que con cada hombre hay una como tú, pero mi sitio lo ocuparás con alguno igual que yo mejor lo dudo, porque esta vez agachas la mirada. Me pides que sigamos siendo amigos. Amigos, ¿para qué, maldita sea? Si un amigo lo perdono, pero a ti te amo. Pueden parecer banales mis instintos naturales. Hay una cosa que yo no te he dicho aún, que mi problema sabes que se llama tú. Solo por eso tú me ves hacerme el duro, para sentirme un poquito más seguro. Y si no quieres ni decir en qué he fallado, recuerda que también a ti te he perdonado. Y en cambio tú dices lo siento, no te quiero, y te me vas con esta historia entre tus dedos. ¿Qué vas a hacer? Busca una excusa y luego márchate. Porque de mí no debieras preocuparte, no debes provocarme, que yo te escribiré un par de canciones, tratando de ocultar mis emociones, pensando pero poco en las palabras. Te hablaré de la sonrisa tan definitiva, tu sonrisa que a mí mismo me abrió tu paraíso. Hay una cosa que yo no te he dicho aún, que mis problemas sabes que se llaman tú. Solo por eso tú me ves hacerme el duro, para sentirme un poquito más seguro. Y si no quieres ni decir en qué he fallado, recuerda que también a ti te he perdonado. En cambio tú dices lo siento, no te quiero, y te me vas con esta historia entre tus dedos.
All right. Good job, Katy.
Thank you. Good job, you.